Paramount Pictures. They announced a slew of movie release changes, movie release date changes, I should say, and even announced a few things. So let's get into that a little bit here. This pandemic has been playing havoc and wreaking havoc on all these release dates. And let's start with the first one. Snake Eyes, the G.I. Joe film, has moved from October 22nd, 2021 to July 23rd, 2021. So it got moved up, believe it or not. So that's great. That'll be now a summer movie. So let's hope that sticks and we get to see the origins, or I don't know about origins or how they're going to play this with Snake Eyes. It's obviously going to be his solo film, so it sounds like an origin type thing. I would really love to see them either reboot the G.I. Joe franchise or continue it. The first one, Rise of Cobra, wasn't that great, but I thought the one with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, I thought it was actually pretty decent. So I don't know if they're going to continue that, or it sounds like it's going to be a reboot to me. And they've got all these franchises at Paramount, like the Transformers. I believe they own Power Rangers. They have they got G.I. Joe, clearly. I couldn't remember if they had Ninja Turtles or not. But all these films, I know at one point they were discussing about possibly, bringing them together, Avengers style, a little bit. Transformers, Power Rangers, and G.I. Joe was the three big ones. And I think there was some other, movies they were talking about making as well. And one of them we may discuss here in a little bit here, in that type of vein. But I think it could be interesting. I don't know if it'll work, but it would be crazy. It'd be a lot of fun maybe to throw the Transformers and G.I. Joe especially together. But we'll see where they go with that. But Snake Eyes moves to July. The new Jackass movie, Jackass 4, I guess you'd call it. I think it's officially just titled Jackass. But it has been scheduled for October 22nd now. Got pushed back about a little over a month. So, again, just another pandemic casualty, unfortunately. Top Gun Maverick, which I believe was originally scheduled for where the Snake Eyes movie is now being released, has been set back all the way to November of this year. So it's still in 2021. But we've been waiting a while to see Top Gun Maverick. It was supposed to be out originally last summer. It's like, it's going to be about a year and a half, delay at this point. And it's going to be pushing Mission Impossible 7, another Tom Cruise film. That movie was supposed to come out on November 19th, and now will debut May 27th of 2022. So it'll be next summer. So, and to be honest, Mission Impossible deserves a summer release date. Especially this franchise. Some people who may not care for Mission Impossible, I'll tell you this: if you only stop watching Mission Impossible after the first two, you need to try it again, because 3 is pretty good, 4 is incredible, and they just continue to get better after that. It ages like a good fine wine. To me, it's kind of like the Fast and Furious franchise. They just continue to get a little bit better with age, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people who don't like that franchise either, but Mission Impossible 7 pushes to May 27th, 2022. Then we get an untitled Bee Gees movie. I'm guessing it's going to be kind of in the vein of, these musical documentary type films. I'm guessing. They did a few of those. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do with this, but I'm not sure. It moves to November 4th, 2022. It was announced. It doesn't actually move. It was a new movie they announced. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Dungeons and Dragons, which is based on the game, is previously announced for the May 27th release date that now Mission Impossible 7 has. It has now moved all the way to March 3rd, 2023. This will star Chris Pine, last I heard, and I don't know how this movie is going to go, but we'll see how they do with it. I'm intrigued by it just based on the name alone. I know they did a movie back in the day or whatever that didn't go too well, so we'll see what they do with this. June 9th, 2023. It's still a few years away, but Paramount has now announced a Star Trek film, which we're going to talk about here on its own here in a second. But the June 9th, 2023, new Star Trek film. Mission Impossible 8, the sequel to 7, which was going to be shot back to back. I think they pushed it back a little bit. Is now moved all the way from November 4th of next year to July 7th of 2023. So since 7 got moved, 8's going to have to get pushed as well. So we'll have to wait a little bit longer for more Ethan Hunt. And we'll see where they go with this franchise. I'm actually intrigued where they might go with Mission Impossible, because I know Tom Cruise has talked a long time about how he thought it could be like the next James Bond. And I don't know how long Tom Cruise is going to be able to play this role. I mean, at some point, he's probably going to want to step aside. I know they originally thought Jeremy Renner might take the character after Hawkeye himself. They thought he might take the character after, I believe, it's Mission Impossible 4, but I think they kind of felt that the audience didn't feel his character was strong enough to lead the franchise moving forward, especially after I think Jeremy Renner tried to do the One Born movie. I think it was him, and I don't think it went as well as they thought. So they kind of backed off on that, and Tom Cruise continued it, and I think it's worked out great so far. I mean, the movies have been outstanding. So we'll see where they take that franchise moving forward after these next two films. Also in Mission Impossible, I believe, the lady who plays Agent Carter, Haley Atwell, is going to be in those films too. So that I'm very intrigued what they're going to do with her character. After this, The Shrinking of Treehorn is another movie that Paramount announced for November 10th, 2023. I'm not sure exactly what this is about, but yet another movie announced by Paramount. And finally, for the Paramount announcements, the untitled Ryan Reynolds movie with John Krasinski. You know, Jim from The Office is going to be teaming up with Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool himself. And of course, John Krasinski has carved himself out as a bit of a, you know, almost, I wouldn't say action star, but definitely more of a name in Hollywood with The Quiet Place, director and star of that film. And he's directing the sequel to it as well. And of course, he was Jack Ryan in the Amazon series. So John Krasinski is definitely, on the rise. And who'd have thought Jim from The Office, just tough, muscular dude, just running around with guys like Ryan Reynolds doing action films. So I don't know if this is going to be action or not, but it's an untitled film starring the both of them, and it will release November 17th, 2023. So that'll do it for the Paramount announcements, but they definitely have been pushing things and rearranging things as all the big major companies have been doing, from Disney to Warner to all of them, Universal, you name it. They've all had to adjust on the fly with this pandemic, and I think they're handling as best they can, and hopefully we'll get all these films coming out soon without further delay. Hey everybody, I hope you liked this video. Did you like what you saw here? If you did, I hope you will comment below. Let me know what you thought of whatever I discussed here today. Also, hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell on the channel as well so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content. Also, you can find me, Eric Hopkins, at EricJel on Twitter. It's at ERICJEL, Gel with the J. Also, you can find me on the 3-Star Podcast. You can find us on Facebook at 3-Star Pod, and on Twitter at 3-Star Podcast 1. We discuss all sorts of things over there, from all sorts of topics like pro wrestling, video games, movies, sports, just whatever we feel like talking about. We always try to have a good time. Me and a group of guys over there, we enjoy doing our shows weekly, and usually we'll talk about just whatever comes to our head. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care.